What's up guys, Bionic here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're talking about the fusion again. We might as well, we're well into this, but we're about to enter a 4-day void where we don't have much to do, which is a little bit unusual for a fusion. But is there still a couple of things you could do to prepare to make this easier? Obviously there is. So I'm going to walk you guys through what I'm going to do for the next couple of days so that hopefully you have an even easier time to get this guy when everything is going to start up again on roughly the 14th. So let's jump right into today's video. So where are we at on this day number 9 of the Versulf fusion? Let's quickly do a recap of my account like we always do. Number 1, Fire Night tournament. As of today, this is what we are working on, and this is basically the only thing we have to do for the next 3 or 4 days, but I will get back to this once we go over the couple of things you should be doing, or at least that I will be doing. Champion Chase tournament, I ended up pushing quite a bit, a lot more than I thought I would, because one, I got to here really quickly with my pulls, which I'll show you guys tomorrow. So then I figured, why not push for the extra legendary tome? And then I also got decent pulls here, and I figured, you know, I have the ancient shards, why not push for a second legendary tome? But there's also another reason why I did that, which I'll get back to. Classic arena takedown, we're doing okay in here, kind of just the free-to-play stuff. I might end up trying to push in here a little bit as well, which I will also get back to that in a second. All right, so for the tournaments, we are working on the stuff, nothing too fancy in there. Then we only have one more event live right now because the training is done and the dungeon divers is done. I finished the dungeon divers event to get that void shard, and I pushed to the 10 fragments of the champion training event as well as the champion chase tournament, which gave me an extra 10 over what I had usually or initially predicted, right? So that is fairly good, because now I have less work ahead of me and I'm going to be able to finish this fusion probably early. For the artifact enhancement event, I obviously worked on my new speed gear, and I thought I'd quickly show you here an upgrade that I actually got for my arbiter. Or so is it really an upgrade? I got a triple speed roll right there on the chest piece, which is better than what I have on my arbiter right now. The problem is that it's accuracy over defense percent. I'm not sure this is worth the swap, but maybe you guys have a different opinion, so do let me know in the comments below. We also got a few legendary pieces here that rolled decent. I think I have a helm that ended up rolling with a triple speed roll. That also doesn't happen quite often, but overall the speed frenzy for me was, I'm gonna say, decent. Hopefully it was good for you guys as well. Anyways, all that said, let's go over the updated plan, which has the updated value of my daily breakdown. So 75 total fragments, which means I got 25 yesterday. All right, so a little push right there for the training event. Ended up using some gems to do it, but the goal with the gems was also to get to the void shard. All right, so 200 gems to finish the dungeon divers event, get a void shard, finish the champion training event, and also pushed in the champion chase for 2 legendary tomes. I actually got to 2,500 milestone points with only 30 ancients and a fusion of Broadmaw and the fusion of one of the rare champions from the bazaar. So I'm gonna say overall I got really lucky with my pulls, and then decided to keep going because, you know, I was so close to 2 legendary tomes and I had plenty of shards to do it. So certainly a great trade-off here in terms of resources. So today we have the Fire Night tournament, which I'm obviously not going to complete today, at least I don't think so. 1,525 fragments, milestones, right? And we have 1,375 give or take for total energy needed to get to that point if you are doing stage 20. And I do recommend you do stage 20 right now. Even though this is doable over 3 days, it's going to be one of the things that I'm saying you should probably do over the next couple of days, right? So that you can be better prepared for this, but also work on other things at the same time. All right, so going forward for this 4-day break, which I'm probably not going to cover the fusion anyway because it's kind of going to be boring. So everything is going to start up again on this day right here. Dungeon divers event at the same time as either the ice golem or champion training tournament. My new plan going forward is to skip the ice golem entirely. I think it will be better that I spend a little bit on the champion training tournament because I have a ton of food now saved up, right? And also skip the end of the dungeon divers event. Also finish the 3rd artifact enhancement event. So obviously there's things you want to do right now. Number 1 is to push in the Fire Night tournament, not to win, although winning would would be a good option here, but instead it is to work on your missions. If you are at the same spot I am right now, so this is maybe a little bit more for endgame players, but you need to generate 25,000 points in here. If you look at the current tournaments that we have, this is kind of the only one you can use to try and get ahead of the game with the missions, right? You want to unlock the next ones. You always want to try and move forward as quickly as possible, or so that's usually my strategy. Champion Chase tournament, it's not like I can generate a ton more points in here unless you're this guy right here, Lair Bear, with 18,000 points. Yeah, not gonna happen for me, right? I'm certainly not gonna generate an extra 15,000 from just shards alone. Then Classic Arena Takedown, probably not where you're going to generate all those points either. And besides, my Great Hall is maxed now, so I'm not going to spend more resources towards that. Tomorrow, at least, we have a Tag Arena tournament starting, so you might be able to generate a few more points in here as well. But if not, Fire Knight is kind of the go-to. So I can spend gems here, which is not related to the fusion, but at least I am progressing that mission, and I think that's kind of important. So again, if you guys want to work on that at the same time during this 4-day break, go ahead and spend your gems. You know, what else are you going to do with them? If you don't want to do the tournament and you're not at that mission, then perhaps what you should be doing is preparing your food for the upcoming champion training tournament. If you're like me, you opened a lot of ancient shards, chances are you have a ton in here, right? If not, maybe you opened a ton of mystery shards, which is also great. You're gonna have a lot of food, so start prepping this, right? We know you have a lot of points for just the rank ups. For example, if you do the all the rank 3s, rank 4s, the rank ups, you're gonna get basically 6,000 points, assuming you do 60 and 20 as you're trying to build one rank 6 champion. All right, so having this ready to go and then you kind of just rank them up is an easy way to generate points without spending a ton of energy. So then maybe you can spend your energy on the ice golem, right? So even though I have a plan, it's maybe not the same for you. So having a lot of rank ups ready to go for this, energy to be spent on the ice golem during the dungeon divers is still a better thing for you to do. All to say, prepare your food now, right? You have nothing else, so might as well do it. Next thing you want to do is to generate some silver. Chances are you are low on silver if you are a beginner or mid-game player, so this 3 or 4 day break is actually a gimme for that. Time to clean up your forge. It's better to wait and do this during a clan versus clan tournament, but if I'm not mistaken, it's in another week, right? So you'll have a little bit more time to accumulate some resources in there. But if you're capped out like I am right now, you're missing out. You're really missing out on stuff, so you gotta do it at some point or else it's just going to waste, right? This is silver going to waste, and it's also a great time to go into your gear inventory, sell whatever you do not need, maybe rank up a few pieces here and there. You can keep doing the method I talked about before, where you rank up to 8 and then you sell if it's not good, because you're still generating points for this artifact enhancement event. Even though there's no milestones, there's at least a double XP, extra energy, more gems, even an ancient shard, and who knows, maybe you can make it to the epic tome. So you have one more day left to do this, but you might as well use today if you're out of energy to clean up your account. It's a great time. Finally, there's one more thing you guys might want to be doing over the next couple of days. It is to, I'm gonna say, sacrifice your clan versus clan tier. Why would you do that? I don't care about dropping in gold too. To be honest, it doesn't do anything for me. Instead, what I'm gonna be preparing here for is to help out the community. As we're gonna be progressing through this mission right here, I can assume a lot of players will be done with this, and then they'll already be on this part right here. So by putting a 4-man defense, but weak champions, I'm gonna let players farm me, and I don't care. I'm gonna drop, and then Monday, hopefully the Tag Arena tournament will still be ongoing, which I think, and then I'll be able to hopefully farm players who are doing the same thing. That is, of course, assuming I can somehow generate over 15,000 points in the next 2 days from a Fire Knight tournament. I would have to spend a lot of gems to do it, but it would be kind of nice because we're going to be stuck on this here for a while, and then I could get on to progressing here a little bit more in the missions. So I'm going to say, you know, sacrificing your clan versus clan tier maybe, you know, isn't for everybody, but to be honest, because I'm not competitive and I really don't care, I'm probably going to do that, try and help out the other guys. So who knows, maybe you guys want to do something similar. So that's what I have for you guys today. Use this time off. Maybe you just don't even want to play raid. Do your Fire Knight tournament and take a break. That would be awesome as well. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later.